The potting mix I have used is a general purpose potting mix, not a specially made potting mix for a germination of seeds. Usually I make my own potting mix, but since I have ran out of potting mix and I have no time to prepare, I bought it from Kerala government organization. It's called the Vegetable and Fruit Promotion Council of Kerala. This is very good stuff and it costs only 100 rupees per 10 kilogram bag. This is how it looks like. Not too dry, not wet. It is slightly moist. I have taken a plastic tray, a pro tray with 6 holes. There is no compulsion that one must use a pro tray like this. You can use whatever you have with you. Now, for me, I use this because I want to demonstrate out of the pellets I use, how many germinate. You can also judge the rate of germination by counting the number of seedlings. Another advantage is that when you transplant it, then it is convenient for you to take each plant. If there are too many plants, then you might damage the root system while separating it for transplanting. The pellets are round in shape and highly sort of tend to run away with the slightest of movements. So it's a good idea to place the tray with the holes in a larger tray so that if some seeds run away, then we can easily pick it up from the tray and place it in the holes. Otherwise, these are very expensive and we might lose the pellets. Producers of these pellets recommend to leave the pellets open, not to cover it with the soil. They suggest light is required for good germination. So don't cover it, leave it open. To get high germination rates, the coating has to be melted away from the pelletized seeds. So with the water drops falling on the pellets, you can get it melted. To germinate, the seed has to get into very good contact with a moist soil. So if the coating is intact, then it prevents getting good contact with the moisture and the soil, and this keeps the uh, pellets intact without germinating. Here I am dripping some fungicide, 5 grams of fungicide dissolved in 1 liter of water. Add a few drops, let it fall on the seed. It will kill all the microorganisms. When you are germinating more than 2 or 3 seeds, it's a good idea to label them properly so that after a few days you can, otherwise you will forget what is what and then you get confused. You can also place the pellets using a toothpick, or here I am using a matchstick because I don't have a toothpick with me right now. Just wet the tip of the toothpick and then touch it on a pellet. It will get attached to it. Then you take it and place it exactly at the center of the hole. Then um, this way, there is No hard and fast rule. Whatever is convenient to you, you can follow. I'm using a small soft drink bottle. On the cap of the bottle, I have made just one small pinhole. So this way, I can pinpoint where the drops should fall. Here exactly, I am making the drops fall on the pellet so that it gets melted. Okay, you can drip a few drops and then move on to the next pellet and then to the next one, and after some time you can come back to the first one and pour water on that so that it will get soaked in water after the first dripping, and it will be soft, and with 5 or 6 times repeating this process you can get the coating melted, and then it will have a very good chance of germination. In the next video I will show the rate of germination, so you please wait for the updation. You can also use this bottle after germination of the pellets. With this bottle, you can control the amount of water supplied to each and every plant. That way you can avoid rotting of the root system of the seedlings. So now the coating has been melted, and we can expect a very good germination rate. Even after so much watering, still the water has not penetrated to the bottom of the tray. That's the advantage of having this bottle with just one hole. See the bottom of the tray. No water. Now keep the tray in a flat small plate or a tray used for placing larger pots. Here I am going to place it on the windowsill where a decent amount of light can be had. As the pellets are left open, soil will get dried up. So add some water in the morning and in the evening. This will help keep the soil moist and get a good germination. Sometimes the pellets can get crushed at the time of applying the postal stamp, or when some pressure is applied in transit or something like that, and you receive it in a powdery form. You can still use them and get good germination rates. If the pellets are crushed when you receive them and you don't wish to use them, you can get a full refund from us. Just return it and get a refund. You can see the results in the next video. How good are the pellets? You can also count the number of seedlings we have managed to produce.